utility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. Oh, he's got it out. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Puts it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Working that left side now. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
They want to throw it. Now adjusting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Touchdown, Utah! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. They're working that left side. At the 45, on its way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Utes will send out the punt unit.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Makes the catch at the 45. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Let's go! Let's go! Okay, ready?
Wants to go up top. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. NC State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Using his feet to buy time. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Utes moving quickly to the line. On the ground, it's Van Buren. Makes it past the marker. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
To the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got the quick pass. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. From the gun, the pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.